Alright, I'm still setting stuff up, so give me a moment here. I want to make sure everything is showing up. Because currently, I do not know. Sorry, it has been a long time since I've streamed, so I forget all of the, hold on. I'm gonna stop the stream for a second. Okay. I think everything is showing up just fine. So, since it is October, I figured it would be good to stream something a bit spooky. So that's what we have today. I'm gonna be playing one of the Castlevanias, specifically Castlevania 1. Because I recently picked up the Legacy Collection. Hello, Jesus Impersonator. Before I start, I should probably like send out a bit of a link. Oh, there's demos. I haven't even seen these. I'll let those play out while I give me a moment to send out a few links, and we should be good to go. But yeah, in the meantime, how y'all been doing? Things been going good? Oh yeah, ain't dead, pretty good. Yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah, things have been pretty hectic, recently. So, not dying it's pretty good. I'm just gonna post this to my Discord, and then maybe a couple other places. I'll like send it out on Twitter. I would have set this all up beforehand, but like in OBS, I wanted to stream it to YouTube, and like I thought I could like hit the go live button in YouTube, but apparently hitting like start streaming in OBS started the entire thing. So, yeah, so that's why it was a bit of a weird start. Hey, hello, Chipmunk. I will be starting in just a second. I'm just posting some links through a link in my Discord, and I'm gonna send out a tweet. And we should be good to go. Alright, so, now that we have this all set up, alright, so, this is not Symphony of the Night. This is the predecessor. Well, not really. I haven't played Symphony of the Night, but it's a lot higher on my to-do list now, because I recently picked up the Anniversary Collection, because it was like $7 on Steam, and I was like, wow, Castlevania, the old school games are really good, so now I want to play pretty much the entire series. It might take me a while, but I really enjoy the Castlevania gameplay, especially Castlevania 1. This is $7 right now? Not entirely sure what you mean by that. No, not right now. It was like a week or two ago. You know, and you get like a bunch of the Castlevania games. You know, you get like Castlevania Bloodlines, which is fairly rare actually. That one hasn't been released, but yeah, the sale is over. It's been over for a while, unfortunately. But if you keep your eye on it, I bet it'll go on sale again. You know, for $7, like these are probably some of the better NES games I've played. At least this one. No promises about 2. Castlevania 2 is pretty weird. And currently, from what I've played, I'm not the biggest Castlevania 2 fan, but that's probably its own can of worms. Oh yeah, Contra is, you know, you can also pick up that collection, which I should probably do at some point. I've been playing a lot of Castlevania. I meant to whip there. Fortunately, making a mistake in this early part is not a huge deal because there's a turkey in the wall. Don't know why the turkey's still edible. I mean, if I found a turkey in a wall, I probably would not eat it, but that's Castlevania for you. I sort of love the... Ooh, I got the holy water. This first level is pretty easy once you know what you're doing. Which, I played it several times, and, where's your ammo for the special weapons? So, in Castlevania, your ammo is the hearts. So that's gonna be, right at the top of the screen to the right of where you can see the stopwatch, which, the stopwatch, if you haven't played this game, it just, stops time. Super useful, but it's not what I'm gonna be using to fight the boss. Oh, here. I can, move my mic. Hold on, give me a moment to, set things up a bit better. I moved my mic a bit closer. Is that better? I can also turn down the game a bit. Let me know. Cause, you know, it's hard for me to tell how loud I'm being. So, alright. This should be a lot better. Alright. Back to the game. So yeah, so your ammo is the hearts. And you pick up a lot of hearts. Oh, and the jars, they give you invincibility. So, I picked up the axe, because the axe absolutely shreds the first boss in the game. You can see him up there, he's this bat dude. And then I'm gonna pick up this Roman numeral. I did not mean to go up those stairs, but that's fine. The Roman numerals, they essentially let me spam out my sub-weapon faster, and there we go. Boss is already defeated. Pro strat, the axe absolutely wrecks them, and they have like 50 hearts to spare. We'll see on later levels, if I have so many left. I haven't beat this game, by the way. I should mention, I've made it most of the way through the game. The furthest I've gotten is to the death boss fight. Spoiler alert, you fight death. And if you couldn't tell, this is, it's a bit of a spooky game, so I thought it would be good for the October season. So, because it has all of the classic spooky monsters. You got Frankenstein, you got mummies, you got Medusa. Medusa's coming up. Dracula's classic. And you got all the good boys and girls. Hold on, I'm gonna pause so I can read this comment, because I want to be able to focus. What is your favorite Castlevania slot machine? I'm a big fan of the Castlevania erotic violence. I haven't played any of them, but, if I'm playing every Castlevania game, I guess they technically do count. That was a bit close with the Medusa head. Oh no, I did not want to pick up the knife. Oh well, I'll be fine. Yeah, like, it's a bit of a shame, like, even before, like, I actually played the games, like, oh shoot, I did not mean to go down the stairs. Shoot, I did that again. Oh, and well, that's a bit unfortunate. I want to get my whip upgrades, because currently my whip is short, and the size does matter on that whip. So, yeah. At least it's the chain whip. There we go. Got the long whip. Yeah. The Medusa heads, before I played Castlevania, people sort of like... They told me that the Medusa heads were the most annoying part of the game. And, in a way, sort of, I think they're pretty fair once you get to grips with them. Like stuff like this, like, Medusa heads are no problem. But they can still be used in quite interesting ways, as long as you don't get hit off of a ledge, which apparently is harder than it looks. Oh shoot. Yeah, this room, it requires a bit of practice. Mostly, so I have been practicing this game in preparation for this, but most of my practice has not been spent on level 2. Most of my practice has been going into level 5, because that's where you fight Death, and he's a hard fight. I keep on going down the stairs. Oh hey, it's Etra. Not a whole lot's up. I have some spare time. So I figured I'd do some streaming. And specifically, I decided to play Castlevania because it's the October season. Everyone's in a spooky mood. And Castlevania is a surprisingly spooky game. Ooh, holy water is good. Like, you'll see as I get further in, but there's a lot of classic, like, sort of pulp, I mean, I don't even know if I want to call them pulp monsters, but, a lot of classic, like, spooky Halloween monsters show up, so, I don't hear many people describe Castlevania as, like, a spooky game, and it's not really a spooky, like, scary game, but it draws a lot on, like, sort of older horror cliches, right? Like, Dracula, if you've ever read the original Dracula book, it's actually a really interesting book. I actually highly recommend it, if you can get your hands on it, which shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah. My muscle memory's coming back to me on this stage, at least for that section. This section, there we go. There we go. Get owned, Medusa. And as long as I play my cards right, things should be fine. I'm past the hard part. Yeah, Castlevania is one of the older gothic horror games. I don't know a ton about, like, the history of, like, there's a turkey as if I needed it. There we go. Alright. So, for the next boss fight, the strategy, or at least, like, the strategy I sort of found, is, you go into the Medusa boss fight, with the stopwatch. Oh. There's a third part to this level. It's pretty easy. Also, there's a turkey there. I don't need it, but I thought that was actually a pretty neat place to hide a turkey. Oh, these crushers are insta-death if they touch you, but, I was about to say, fortunately they're easy to dodge, but, here I am, dying to them. And now I don't have the stopwatch. I'm normally pretty good at this part. There we go. I could have used my stopwatch earlier to make that a bit easier. But unfortunately, I did not. There we go, got the long whip. And I don't know if there's another opportunity for me to get a stopwatch. The placement of that first fire dude sort of gives you a very easy way to like take them down and learn how to fight them. And then the second guy is more of the test of like actually fighting them. Which I think that placement was actually like a really neat way of introducing that enemy type. You know, because like this does like the whole like thing where you know, you introduce stuff in a safer environment before throwing you into a gauntlet with a ton of other stuff. You know, like before, like we got introduced to Medusa heads, like there were only like 2 that were able to spawn. I don't have a sub weapon for this fight. Normally I just run in with the stopwatch, but that's not gonna happen. She's not terribly tricky. Even without the stopwatch. There we go. Easy peasy. And now we move on to level 3. Which, level 3, when I first started playing Castlevania, this was like the first one that gave me a bit of trouble. Mostly because there's this really silly enemy type, and I know how to deal with them now, but like when I first encountered these guys, they really gave me a run for my money. Also, turkey. But here we go, you know, skeleton boys. This is where I was like, hey, this might be good to play for a spooky stream. I mean, like, not a spooky stream, but a fun spook. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, this isn't a horror game, but it draws on the horror genre. Whoop, that was my own fault. I don't know why I did that. That make dealing with these guys a little bit trickier. Never mind. Just use the holy water. Oh shoot. Well, fortunately, so you get 3 lives. I'm on my last life, but if you run out of lives, you just go back to the start of the level, so it's not a huge deal. I also might start using save states, you know, which might just make it a bit easier to go back to the start of the level if I want to. I took a fair amount of damage there. That was not good. Yeah, for whatever reason, lives is listed under the P. I have no idea what P stands for, but it's what I have. And red doors act as checkpoints. So if you die, you get sent back to a red door. And if you run out of lives, you just get sent back to the start of the level. Not that punishing. Oh yeah, this is where we have more Medusas, but if you just do the jumps correctly, you'll be fine. But you could be like me and fail the jumps. Just using my stopwatch. Now, it would be good that I'm at a checkpoint, but I'm on my last life, so it's not great. And I want to save my hearts for the actual boss fight. So I have to do this last gauntlet a bit carefully. Well, I died. Looks like I'm going back to the start of this level. But this time I have 3 lives, and you know what? I'm gonna make a save state. Well, actually I'm not. Just because I already have a save state. But that's for later on in the game. And I don't know if I want to mess it up. Shoot. These guys do a lot of damage. The Fleamen. Fortunately, there's a turkey, like, right here, so... Like, I just despawned. Gotta pump up my gamer skills. Yeah, you're totally right. A gamer of my caliber can't stand, or yeah, they shouldn't be challenged by Castlevania. This is easy mode. Like I was getting a bit close for comfort. That guy, I'm gonna say he didn't come out of nowhere, but came up from underneath. I have the axe, but I feel like holy water might have been better to keep. This may be a problem that I have, or not a problem that I have with the game, but something that I could do to play it better is sometimes I start whipping candles and I just like I just keep on whipping and I just pick up whatever I get from it immediately. But I was gonna take the stopwatch anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Those like flame dragons are you know, I want to say they're easy, but you know, they've gotten me a surprising number of times. It's all about timing with them, because they shoot out their fireballs, and if you just wait for the right time, it'll be great. But if you you know, just spam out your whip as fast as possible, they will get you. You have to be a bit careful with your timing. this guy's going down. There we go. And they take 6 hits. Now there's another guy. That guy's a bit cheeky, because you can't quite see him. Oh hey, Nyan Toaster, Spelunky 2 Easter eggs. Well, so Nyan Toaster, oops, that was a bit of a failure on my end. Anyway, on the subject of Spelunky 2 secrets, I am working on something. You know, not necessarily gonna say what yet, but it does involve Spelunky and Easter eggs. So, all right. So at least they give you a chicken. Now, that did not go well. For whatever reason, I could not use my stopwatch on them. Because I was crouching, I missed the fireball. See, now my whip is short. Like I was saying earlier, size does matter when it comes to this. And I still have the short whip for that guy. There's not many candles in this section, which is a bit surprising. You know, it's hard to get a sub-weapon, and, man, I still have the short whip. Shoot. Yeah, just don't get hit. Great advice. And it gave me money. Shoot, I am in a really bad spot. I got a bit screwed over there. This is not a great place to die. I feel like they should have maybe put in a couple more candles, but I guess that also encourages you to not die. Oh shoot. Without my long whip, I am pathetic. At least those guys fall. Oh shoot, the Medusa got me. I'm good at fighting these guys alone, but with the Medusas are a great complication enemy. They're not terribly hard to fight on their own, but in the presence of other enemies, they can be incredibly nasty. Hey, there we go. Alright, good. Oh, darn. I was getting close there. I was getting very close. This might be like the hardest final section. Like even like, oh, he just dive bombed me. Even the section leading up to death, like, well, I mean, to be fair, there's a gauntlet before death. Yo, an absolutely insane gauntlet, but there we go. There, I'm following your strategy of just not getting hit. It's working out surprisingly well, better than I thought it would, honestly. But now I'm... Oh shoot, I didn't get a... I did not get the long whip. Darn. Okay, so we are going back to the start of the level. I think this time I will make a save at each checkpoint, like just a save state. So if I die, I just go back to the start. Yeah, so it's really weird that they don't really give you an opportunity to upgrade your whip there. I mean, I guess that is a challenge that makes the boss unique, and it stands out from other bosses. But, yeah, that's a... Yo. It's incredibly interesting how they, Yo, the candles are a surprisingly big part of this game. These guys are not the scariest, but, in the right situation, oh, he's gonna... Oh, okay, if he wants to run away, that's fine. I'll take it. Oh, shoot. Man, normally I play so much better. Like I said, I have mostly been focusing on the later. You know, watch, I'm gonna get to, like, level 5, the level I'm, like, stuck on in my, like, actual playthrough. And I'm gonna breeze through it, because it's the one I've been playing the most. I did, like, one run where I got, like, really confident. It was like, man, like, I just, like, played, like, you know... the first 4 levels without dying. I was like, man, I guess I'm good at Castlevania. I'm not good at Castlevania. That heart is glitched. Also, oh, I was gonna say, I don't know why they put those stairs there, but I just realized why. It's because there's a crow that sits on them, so that's why they're there. Otherwise, you can't jump on them. If you just jump on the stairs in this game, you fall through them. That's not necessarily true in later games. Alright. I'm gonna give up my nice save state on the later part of the game, and I'll make a new one here. I'm hoping things will go better than last time. I also, like, there's not many turkeys on this level. Oh, shoot. Are you telling me that Chariot Rider Pro Gamer Extraordinaire is not good at Castlevania for the NES? Well, I may or may not be good at Castlevania. I will let you make that decision, because being good at Castlevania on the NES, you know, I might be getting totally, you know, beaten and battered right now, but it's better than it was when I started. I don't know how many people beat Castlevania 1. I'll have to check the Steam achievement rate. Not that it's a great indication of... Shoot, I am taking way too much damage. But there is the turkey right before the boss, and if I play well here... not gonna risk it. I'm gonna... Ooh, that was a... Alright, I'm pretty sure the Medusa heads are not gonna spawn. Gonna take a... Well, I'm gonna let that despawn. Because the knife is not great. Gonna go in. Gonna get my turkey. Which doesn't heal me a ton. But... Let's do it. Yeah, I do not know why, but for whatever reason the watch does not work against these guys. Oh, that's a... Well, what are you talking about? I'm great at Castlevania for the NES. Look, I just beat them on my, like, yo, one clean run through. Like, I'm a master of this game. I can beat the mummies. And now we fall in... I'm gonna make another save state, just in case. And then we'll, first try. Yeah. How could you not believe in me? Oh, it's a bit of a shame I didn't get that. This level has some tricky parts to it. This particular enemy type is not terribly tricky. You know, they'll pop up and sometimes spit fire at you. But the first time I played this level, I didn't realize how the I did not realize how the cave wall system worked. You know, that never happened. That never happened. Hold on. Oh, I think I just made another save instead of loading. Whoops. I guess that did happen. I wanted to try to get those candles. Oh! Darn! That was a... you know, not a cheap death, but definitely one that I should have avoided. Yo. This game's a bit tricky. It can get you in surprising ways, which... I'll tell you what, that was a surprise. I was not expecting to lose my ability to jump, for clearly, you know, something that, I had no control over. Oh, and I just missed the stopwatch. Things are going great. It's okay though, because I actually want the holy water. Oh, the boss of this level. If you thought the mummies were bad, wait until you see me trying to fight. I won't spoil who it is, but let's just say they are a classic gothic horror monster. Yes, the first time I did not crouch, and if you don't crouch, you will die, because you get pushed into the water. Now this next section is pretty interesting. It's a bit of a, you know, the first time I played it, it totally screwed me, but I think now I am better at this section. because if you just time your whip just right, you can get these guys, the fleamen. And we got invincibility. That guy came in behind me, but I'm invincible. See, this is easy. Now, I only have... I almost picked that up. That would have been a grave mistake. These guys are, well, I killed them. Alright, we're going back to the start of this level. I'll start making save states at the end of the chapters now. A terrible night for a curse. That's not this game. I'm not cursed in... Well, me, the player, is cursed, but I don't know if Simon is cursed. But the second game, that's the one that made that line, I don't know whether to say infamous or famous, but it definitely exists, and people know it. It is a terrible night for a curse. Yeah, I haven't played a ton of Castlevania 2, but I have played a bit, and I will say it confused me. Not that I think it's like a terrible direction for the series to go in, but because yeah, you know, because we did see the interconnected world done better. In like stuff like Symphony of the... Well, I assume it's done better in Symphony of the Night, because people love Symphony of the Night. But, you know, we see that later in the Metroidvania-style Castlevania games, where they have the interconnected world. And Castlevania 2 was their first stab at it, but I don't think it was a terribly great stab, at least from what I've played so far. Hold on. I'm going to read your comment, Etra, once I'm not fighting fish people. Alright. I'm gonna take a breather. Hello, Wyatt, Clark. The curse is the internet community they made along the way. That's true. Maybe the... Oh. If I... Well, that's probably that was definitely my fault. I feel like if I just, like, let the game run... Yo, I'm gonna take that death and just, like... We're just gonna save here. Just as a clean slate. Oh, there we go. The bat was kind enough to drop a whip. Castlevania 2 was literally made to sell memberships to, hold on. I was trying to read. Here. I'm gonna load that. Alright, there we go. Castlevania 2 was literally made to sell memberships to Nintendo Club. Could very well be true. A lot of those old games had really obscure, sort of stupid secrets. And Castlevania, Castlevania 2, from what I've played, it definitely has some silly elements. But like, even outside of the secrets, I think there's some other stuff about the game that's sort of weird. Because, like, you're playing Castlevania 1. Castlevania 1 might be one of my favorite NES games that I have played. And I think the reason is it feels very intentional with its design decisions. That guy keeps on... the guy keeps on getting me. But, like, everything is placed very thoughtfully. And it's not as mean as I think some people think of this game as being. Yo, it is a hard game, but it also throws you some bones. And if you know what you're doing, you can pick up those bones. It also throws some bones at you, but those ones hurt you. So you don't want to pick up every bone Castlevania throws your way. Gonna be patient, kill you. And I'm gonna pay attention this time so I don't get knocked into the water. Ha! Can't knock me into the water if there's a cliff there. Alright, we should be out of the hard part. It's all smooth sailing from here. Now, I'm gonna make a save of that point. I just finished it and really enjoyed it, but you need a 100%, but you 100% need a guide. Yeah, I could totally see that being the case. You know, like I was saying, so Castlevania 1, you're going through like this big gauntlet, and it's all like pre-planned, right? Like, you know, this is a linear platformer. You go from point A to point B, and along the way you're going to be meeting the exact, you know, level obstacles that the designers put there. And you know, with that, you know, they set things up in a way that's very you know, interesting. In Castlevania 2, from what I've played, there's a lot more like meandering and just like wandering around, and like you have to grind for hearts, which is stupid. I hate grinding, and you know, it's like, you know, I'll just sit in the villages in Castlevania 2 for like, you know, 5 minutes or whatever, just like grinding out hearts, because I don't want to like risk going outside and dying and losing all my hearts. But also, like, the game doesn't really like punish death all that much. Like, yeah, like you lose all your hearts, which is really annoying. Shoot. These guys drop a lot when they die. Now, there's a turkey here, so I don't feel great going into this boss fight. Oh, I should have probably made a save state before fighting him. Oh well. If I die, I'll just make a save state back then. I actually find the second Bone Dragon to be easier than the first. Now, this fight is really hard. Probably the hardest boss I have fought so far. I mean, aside from maybe Death, but Death is his own... Oh, he's so fast. All right, I'm gonna make a save. He's so fast as he jumps around. I feel like I shouldn't have killed him. I feel like I did something to randomly deal way more damage than I ought to. But yeah, maybe I'll play Castlevania 2 on stream. Though I feel like I'd rather play something like a Super Castlevania or Castlevania Bloodlines. Or even maybe one of the Metroidvania style ones. Because those are pretty interesting to me. I would preferably want to play Symphony of the Night first, but there's not a great way to buy it, and I'd have to set up an emulator, which I can set up an emulator. I just have never had the best luck emulating PlayStation games. But I really want to play Symphony of the Night, and I feel like it is a great starting point. And I'm gonna take a drink of water for a sec. Symphony of the Night fascinates me. And then from there I could play pretty much whatever. Yeah, there's like Aria of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin. You know, there's so many. Oh. But I feel like the secret is to get in a situation where you can attack both Frankenstein's monster and Igor at the same time. You keep Igor stun locked. My sub-weapon for this fight, not particularly useful. Oh, also, you don't really get a ton by attacking Igor. Like, yeah, you stun him, which is actually it's pretty good to stun Igor. Oh shoot. I felt like I was gonna have a bit of health going into this fight, but nope. Yeah, Symphony of the Night is the one where you play Alucard. I don't know who you play as in some of the other ones. I think in one of the DS ones, you play as one of you play as like the child of John Morris, which is the character from Castlevania Bloodlines. There's a lot of characters in Castlevania, you know, because it's sort of like a generational sort of game where, like, yo, I don't know all the lore, but essentially you have the Belmonts, and they're this legendary family of vampire hunters, and they have their whip, and you have Simon and Richter Belmont, and they go and they fight Dracula, and then there's other people who also fight Dracula, and they're the descendants of these people. And then Alucard is Dracula's son. I don't know how he factors into everything and why he's fighting Dracula, but shoot. I didn't even make it to the boss there. Trust me, I'm great at Castlevania. All things going well, I do want to finish this game tonight. We'll see what I do on the next level. Because the next level will be interesting. Oh shoot. I left the screen, I don't know if that reset his health. Oh well, I was doing great, but now in a single hit I'm gonna die. I actually found this game to be harder than Ninja Gaiden. I haven't played Ninja Gaiden, but people say Ninja Gaiden is really hard. And Castlevania is hard, but like it feels surprisingly fair. Like when I hear a lot of people complaining about like Ninja Gaiden's difficulty, They typically complain about it in regards to, like, being really stupid and unfair. Whereas, like, a lot of the stuff in this game is killing me because I'm not great. Man, I'm really, you know what? We're gonna load another save here. He would be easier to fight with a longer whip. But unfortunately, I did not make my save state when I first walked in. I made the save state after a single death. So unfortunately, I don't get a long whip until this guy. You know, I do find it interesting how, like, the various games handle... Ooh. We got an axe. Oh, this might be interesting. I cannot beat 90% of NES games without save states. Probably, like, I probably could beat this game without save states. I'm mostly using save states for the convenience of the audience. Because, I mean, like, yeah, I could play this game legit and play through, like, the first parts of the levels over and over again. But, like, that would take a lot longer. And I want to show off the entire game on stream. Maybe I'll stream this again, and it can be like a repeat thing, and you can see me actually get good at this game. Because, like, I actually have a lot of fun replaying Castlevania. You know, I've played the first level a ton of times. You know, the second level I've played a ton of times. I haven't played the third and fourth levels a ton of times. You know, I played them on my, like, playthrough to like, beat the game, which, again, I have not done yet. But, yeah, so... For those, I would create one save state at the start of every level. Again, it's mostly just convenience, and, like, I would not use the save state to, like, you know, get, like, save scum. If you're familiar with save scumming. Igor is a nasty little boy. This boss is really hard. You know what? Maybe, what if I tried? Oh shoot. Oh, did I? Alright. I thought I had overwritten my save. Fortunately, I did not. Yeah, that guy, I take a bit of damage on his fight, but he at least gives me a turkey afterwards. So it's the second guy I feel I really need to do well on. I say as I guess that wasn't terrible. Alright. Boom. Oh, got him down to 3 health. I think if you play your... So, I think when I beat this boss, I had access to holy water, which holy water is great against this boss fight. Because essentially it can deal a lot of damage really quickly to stationary enemies, and Frankenstein's monster does not move a ton. He does move, but see, I'm getting better at that bone dragon part. Now I just have to do good at this. Shoot. It's fine taking damage on the first one, because I always have the turkey. The wall turkeys. I don't know how they keep the turkey safe to eat. Like, typically you need like a refrigerator for turkeys, but, Dracula's magic. I mean, like, if anyone would figure out how to keep a turkey good in a wall, it would be an undead creature, probably a vampire. I don't think a zombie would be able to do that. Then again, who knows? Maybe there's, also a lich would probably be alright at keeping turkeys in their walls. Then again, I feel like undead creatures don't really need to eat all that much, so I don't even know why they have... Oh, he's so bouncy. Oh, he kills me. He kills me in like 3 hits. Igor. Who's to say they're safe to eat? Maybe Simon has many diseases. Maybe you're right. The turkey very well could be bad. Though they do heal him, so I mean, how bad could they be? I mean, if I ate a turkey and my hit points went up, I'd probably keep on eating the turkey. I wouldn't be too suspicious. Now, if you told me you got the turkey from a wall, I would have a lot of questions. At least the turkey's cooked. We're not gonna get like salmonella poisoning. The real question is, why does Dracula, a man, subsist off blood, even have turkey? That is another great question. Yeah, why does he have turkey? Of all the elements in this game, like, forget like, upgrading your whips by finding whips and candles, right? Like, it's totally normal to store your whips in a candle, right? Actually, it's sort of funny. I've been doing research for an upcoming video on Spelunky, and I came across an even weirder turkey place. Specifically, you think wall turkey's bad? Try oil drum turkey. Oil drum turkey, I can't remember what game it's in. I wrote it down in my notes, but essentially it's this old arcade game where, it's like a beat 'em up, like Double Dragon sort of style game. And, you just punch, you can punch an oil drum, and there's a turkey. When gamers eventually get their national holiday, you get like Gamer Month or something. But there's a lot of really weird turkeys in in gaming. Castlevania definitely has some of the weirder ones. You know, Dracula would not be approved by the FDA. That's all I'm saying. Never would have guessed that I like Spelunky. Yeah, I talk about it a fair amount. You know, weirdly enough, like, the Spelunky videos I made, like, way back at the start of my channel, like, they're, like, still some of the most popular things I've ever done. Which is sort of like... Oh, shoot. I was gonna keep on stomaching him. That almost worked. Shoot, I'm really taking a lot of damage to that guy. But yeah, forget the wall turkey. What about, like, hiding money in candles? Like, who does that? Like, apparently Dracula. But why does Dracula even need money? You know, do you ever ask that question? Like, you know, I mean, like, sure, like, maybe, like, before Dracula died, like, he was a wealthy count, right? So maybe he has a lot of the stuff lying around. But, like, I don't know, like, why does Dracula, I mean, like, Death literally works for him. Do you think, like, he just, like, pays Death a salary? Like, come on. Like, Death doesn't work for a salary. Death just does it because he wants to. You know, as weird as it sounds, I think I'd rather be fighting Death than Igor. Because Igor is truly the boss fight here. He needs money so he can hide it in candles. That is a great logic. You know, maybe he just has a thing for hiding money in candles, right? Like, I don't know, it keeps your He needs it so vampire finders can find them in his castle. Okay, but why would Dracula want vampire hunters coming in and breaking into his house and breaking all his candles, right? Like, I mean, like, it's quite a lot of work getting all those candles. Wow. I'm gonna make a save state here. And we're just gonna use that save state. Because I like this position. Hey, see ya, Etra. All right. Not a great start. It's really hard to. Oh, shoot. Man's gotta eat. That's true. I mean, like, though vampires don't eat, right? Like, yo, like they just drink blood. And like, they don't like food. I mean, like, maybe the food is for his minions? I mean, like, you know, I could see Frankenstein having a pretty big appetite, frankly. You know, like, I mean, he's Frankenstein's monster, like, you know, he stitched together dead people. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes! Nice, okay. I am glad to be done with Frankenstein. Oh, man. Nice. Well, maybe sometimes wants seasoned blood because he's a non-man of class. Oh shoot, those guys almost killed me. This is a level with death, by the way. Dracula is a pretty fancy guy, but can vampires even eat food? Like in like the the myths and stories, I don't know if they can actually like eat food. Maybe that's just me coming up with stuff, but I'm pretty sure vampires don't eat. They just drink blood. Which, like, yeah, maybe you want some seasonings for that, but like, I don't know, like, what's up with the turkeys then? Well, and also, like, here's another question, like, who does Dracula buy stuff from? I mean, like, technically, like, so, actually, in Bram Stoker's original Dracula novel, I read it in high school a while ago. It's actually a really good book. Dracula has, like, a network that, like, he relies upon. So, like, there's, like, werewolves and, like, other sorts of creatures that he relies on to do his bidding, because, like, Dracula has, like, a lot of, he's a pretty international guy. He's got a lot of international responsibilities. So he has this huge network. So, it makes total sense why, Castlevania has you up against Dracula. Because Dracula's like, he's always been a very organized villain. If that makes sense. More so than, like, zombies, right? Like zombies just sort of shamble around. Same with skeletons. There's a turkey in that wall. There's turkey, alright. This panel right here, this is like a dungeon. There's, like, people hanging there, like, maybe they were tortured. This is where you lock people away. Why do you have a turkey here? Like, why not, like, keep all your turkeys in, like, your kitchen, right? Like, why have them in random blocks in the wall that you have to break open? Like, I don't know, it seems a lot harder than, like, going to the fridge at, like, 2 a.m., right? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of questions I have about Dracula, frankly. Get debunked, Dracula. Your house owning skills are under question by the gamers. Gonna pull a little trick here. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to throw holy water. There we go. But of course, like, he's so far back at that point. Have to be a bit careful here. Oh shoot, I got hit. Okay. Sounds like a good torture to me. Food in your wall so you can't get to it. That's actually a really good point. Cause like, if you can see the turkey and not eat it, yeah, that'll mess you up. Then again, you can't see the turkey in the wall, right? Like, that turkey is hidden away. The rest of this level isn't terribly tricky. If you just use the holy water in a bit of a sneaky way, you can do some neat stuff. I have the +3, which essentially lets me throw a lot of holy water. as long as I don't die or get hit. So we're going to use the holy water to burn him up. Or her. Who knows? Dracula is probably a equal opportunity armor employer. See how much easier this level is? Like, I'm having no... Well, okay. The first two sections, piece of cake. Just wait a second, and you'll see... Oh, also, I forgot that I was supposed to be making save states. It's a shame that I took that damage there. I'm not going to go for that candle because it has the cross weapon in it, which is not the best. I would rather have holy water. Here's another turkey. I have memorized these turkey locations. Now this is where things get Alright. This can be a bit precarious if you, Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh! Shoot, okay. I guess I didn't have to reload there. I could have played that through, but, oops. I like the music in this level. It's pretty catchy. Hold on. I think these turkey replacements are giving me flashbacks to the energy tanks in the original Metroid. I haven't played the original Metroid, but I'm sure there were some silly like reasonings for like the Metroid energy tanks. Though like it's probably a lot harder to find the energy tanks, cause like it's not that hard to. Hold on, this is a really hard hallway, and I need to focus here. Ooh, invincibility. Ha! This is like the star power up. Okay, I can take one hit. That's fine. Everything's easy from this point forward. I mean, aside from the boss, but... Okay, I can take a moment to read. Oh yeah, the not true. Don't know what you mean by that last comment there, but yeah, I haven't played the original Metroid, so I don't quite know how its energy tank mechanics work. Shoot. Well, that was fast. You can tell that I've been stuck on this section because I have gotten really good at doing this part. And until I get here, this is where problems arise. Especially without the holy water. without the holy water, this is way harder to do. As you can see. Oh, okay, yeah. So you know what? We're just gonna use holy water. Because holy water is good. Maybe I'm relying too much on a save state. Who knows? But if it makes this part easier, I will happily do it. You know what? Maybe what I should do, cause like I didn't get an optimal run on that holy water, right? Like, you know, I lost some health, so like maybe I can restart the level, you know, after dying again. Getting hit by that skeleton wasn't a huge deal because I just top up. This is where things get tricky. Shoot. Jumped into that. Alright, good. One down. This is where I talk about the Medusa heads being a really good complementary enemy, because they make everything else a lot harder. Ah, shoot. Hello, game party. Alright, getting hit by one of those is fine. Alright, we got the holy water. I'm gonna do a more optimal run of this level. Because I know I can probably do better. Another thing, I feel like I don't use my sub-weapon enough. Like I'll end up like with like 60 some hearts, and like, you know, like each of these costs 1 to throw. That's 60 throws of a of holy water. So like I could probably be using this stuff a lot more liberally. Yep, back to the chicken torture room. Yeah, those guys died staring, looking at chicken. Feel bad for them. Alright. This part, not too tricky. Oh, did that would have been bad, like going all the way back here just to get holy water, only to lose it to get the knife. That would have been awful. I have to be very careful with this guy. He's placed in a way that make him a bit tricky to deal with. And man, he can take a lot of... That was not good. Because now I essentially... If I want to be in a better spot than my current save state, I essentially have to, Oh, no! There we go, okay, he died right after... Gonna wait for that axe to respawn. Right after I would have wanted him to, you know, right after he dealt, like, the annoying bit of damage, he died. That's, as they say, annoying. And go up here and get the triple upgrade. Now I can, like, 1, 2, 3. It's a lot of holy water. Pumping it out like the Pope has a fire hose. You can quote me on that. Alright. Gonna make a save state. And here we go. Yo, I know nothing about the Dracula boss fight, so like I have a feeling I'm gonna get to the Dracula boss fight, and it's gonna be like crazy hard. And then like it's gonna take me forever to actually do. Shoot. I've taken more damage than I would have liked. Oh shoot, I had him stun locked! Pumping it out like the Pope got a fire hose. Excellent quote. I'm just gonna load that save state again. Just cause I like that holy water. You know, like before the sickle ended things, I was doing pretty good. Hello, game party. I've said your name. But if you said mine, you must say mine for the ritual to be complete. Oh yeah. This is a good run. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get rid of his sickles, and then I was hoping he goes down into the corner. Shoot! Come on, go into the corner. I want to stun lock you. Ah, you're close enough. The ritual has been completed. Unfortunately, I lost that boss. It's okay. We'll get him next time. I'm getting very close. I'm getting better at the hallway, though. You know, I say as I start taking damage in the hallway. Shoot. That guy came in from the one side. Aw, darn. So yeah, yo, out of curiosity, what is everyone's favorite, like, spooky games? Like, you know, not necessarily horror games, but just sort of like, you know, spooky sort of like games. I'm curious to hear what people think are the best ones, because they can be pretty neat. Alright, I'm focusing again. Yes! No. Oh! I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I don't want to leave people on a cliffhanger. It might take me a while, but I want to beat Dracula. This will be the first Castlevania game I ever beat. Alright. I will read what you said in a moment, but it's death time. Oh shoot. Super House of the Dead ninjas. The bosses legitimately gave me nightmares when I was younger. Final boss especially. Understandable. I haven't played that game, but it sounds it sounds like something that could give someone nightmares. Yeah, cause that's like House of the Dead. That's the like the shooter, right? Like the one that would appear in arcades, right? Where you know, you'd have like the light gun and shoot stuff. and then like the Super version is like the one for the Super Nintendo. I could be wrong. I could be I probably am wrong. I have not seen much about that game. Alright. I just have to do this boss fight perfectly. Easy. Shoot. It's like a speedrunning platform. Your goal is to reach the bottom of the tower. I think it came out in 2013. Oh, so it's newer than what I remember. Okay, I haven't heard of that one. That one sounds cool. Yo, there's some pretty neat new spooky games. In fact, there was one I was actually I found it like a couple days ago, and it's super cool. It's an early access roguelike horror game called Golden Light, and it's like super cool. And I will talk more about it when I'm not in this hallway. Alright. Shoot. Oh man. Yeah, that is the one with the living furniture. The furniture made of meat. You know, it gave me very Silent Hill vibes. Not that I've played Silent Hill, but like I've seen people talk about Silent Hill, and like that game has a very strong Silent Hill aesthetic with like the rusted metal and the just generally a very creepy atmosphere, and like not like, well, I mean like it is sort of scary, but like also like very you know, it has some unsettling elements to it, like all of your weapons, or like at least your melee weapons are like alive, like they have like these eyes and they're just like staring at you, and like, you know, the durability system is if the weapon dies, and I thought that was a neat way of contextualizing that. Oh, if I was in a better spot, I could have... No. Alright, this time. This time we got him. But yeah, like, the demo for Golden Light is free, and I highly recommend checking it out. I'll probably pick up the full game when it's on sale, and maybe if it's still October when I buy it, I'll stream it. You know, because before I've streamed roguelikes. They're a thing I stream. In fact, I think this is the first time I have ever streamed a non-roguelike. So, yeah. But that one would bring me right back to roguelikes, but also it's spooky season, so... Shoot. Man, death is really hard. As it turns out, killing death is tricky. I can only imagine why. I think if like I get another perfect run in the hallway, I might make a save state right before death, just so we can go through that fight again and again. Alright. Well. Once the Medusa heads stop spawning, save. Just out of curiosity, checking out those candles, but nothing too crazy. And now, it's death time all the time. That's a lot of scythes. I'm getting there. That time we almost got him to half health. Shoot. Hey, there we go. There, we got death. We sort of cheesed him, but, yo, Pope came in handy. Yo, like I said, be like the Pope and just water hose that guy with holy water. Final level of Castlevania. Gonna save. I have no idea what's coming up. With all the other levels, I had some idea. This one, this time, I have no clue. Oh hey, it's you. These guys have a lot of health, but I feel like I could just run away from them and it would be faster. Actually, I'll play this for a while without save states. Just to see what the experience is like, you know? Yeah, I'm just gonna try running. That did not work. We're getting close. Okay. Note to self, don't do that. You see, again, this game is pretty thoughtful with its, like, design. Sort of in a mean way, but like, not really. Like, if you were to, like, just sort of mindlessly run forward, then you would get punished there. And if you don't mindlessly forward, I mean, you won't get punished, but it'll still be hard. But, like, you have to use a more thoughtful approach. Yo, I would say you can't run and gun, but you don't really have a gun. Then again, you also just have to jump in the right way. I do want this. Shoot. Oh, that's new. So it's interesting that this game, this level starts you with like no hearts. So you have to deal with these guys in one way or another. I'm trying to find a way to get past them without... Ooh, yes. Alright, he flew past. It's fine. Shoot. Okay. I think I'm figuring this out. So you want him, the bat. Eventually he'll do his little swoop. And that's the moment when you want to get him to the swoop. 'Cause you can jump over that. Or we could do something like that. I tried ducking there. Did not work. I guess I could try fighting this one. I just want to see how much health it has. probably as much health as, like, the original boss did. So, yeah, that's probably more health than I want to have to actually, drain from him. But we will see. The first time I got past him really quickly. Use those iframes. Any wall turkey? Alright. We've made it into another room. I have no idea if I'm in a good spot or not. Oh hey, it's our friends. Oops. Oh, I should probably make a save state here. Ooh, I'm gonna take this. Alright, I know where the turkeys are. There we go. Use a sub weapon there. Oh shoot, but now I have a not as good one. It's okay. I'm gonna get a turkey. But the eagle's gonna hit me. That's an... oh my gosh. It's just pumping those out. Man, it's really throwing those eagles at me. It's like... I feel like I've been relying more on save states as this game has gone on. It's very possible that I have. Ooh, and I don't have my cross this time. Yes, there we go. Oh no, he jumped. Oh man, there's so many of those guys. So many little guys. Also, there we go. We got the long whip now. long whip solves all of life's problems. Oh hey, it's Scott. You're just in time. We're in the final level. We're playing the entire game. This is where things get stupid. Okay, not stupid, but I have not seen. This is the only level I have not seen before. So all that I'm seeing is completely new. And wow, there's a lot of guys. I'll read your comment in a second, but currently I'm busy not dying. Okay, I'm gonna take a pause there. This game has always looked hard. You know, it's hard, but it's not as hard as you would think. You know, despite what you might have just seen, Scott. It's hard, but it's quite fair in its difficulty. You know, I honestly do recommend playing this. You know, I got, you know, I'm playing this from the Anniversary Collection on Steam. And I got it for like $7. And it comes with like a ton of Castlevania games. Like, you know, aside from Castlevania 1, there's Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3, Castlevania 4 on the SNES. Then they have some of the 2 of the Game Boy Castlevania games, Castlevania Bloodlines, and Kid Dracula, which is a Super Famicom exclusive Castlevania game that has only been released in, you know, this is like the first time it's ever been released in the West. All for $7. These are all like classical style Castlevanias, and like this is like the first one. Oh shoot. Hold on, I don't want to die. Oh shoot, I died. Anyway, maybe maybe I shouldn't have tried to. Fortunately, we do have save states. No, I just saved instead of loading. Haha. That's funny, haha. Okay. Well, looks like we're restarting this level from the start. So I guess Sky, you get to see the rest of the joys of this level. So this is the boss from the first level of the game. All right, do your swoop. No, he shot a fireball. Yeah, if you like retro games, Scott, you know, I think this might be among. Wait, no, this might be among the better NES platformers I've played. You know, I've played Mario, which Mario is great. Don't get me wrong. I love the Mario games, all 3 of them on the NES. Well, all 3 of the traditional platformers. I haven't played the other ones. But then I played like stuff like Mega Man, and Mega Man's alright. You know, Mega Man's good, but Castlevania is better than Mega Man. You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb, or not out on a limb, but Castlevania is so cool. Alright, I'm gonna make a save here. Alright. Here we go again. I'm not gonna try fighting that guy, but I have made it harder for myself. Oh shoot, I had a couple frames there where I could jump. He went up higher than he normally does. I've been trying to memorize a pattern, but I don't know if a pattern exists. This first guy can be ran past super quickly, but it's the second guy. Oops. Do your swoop. Okay, now he does the swoop when it will actually hit me. Okay. Understandable. There we go. Now that was a good first section. And now I have the long whip. Aw, things are coming together. Alright. This is where things are getting good. Yes. I'm at full power. Nothing can stop me. That was a great line. Don't know what to say to follow it up. Just gonna let my actions speak for my own words. Nothing can stop me, I say before jumping into a pit. Okay, I did take a little bit of damage, but I can handle that. I probably should not have taken this. I'm just gonna run. There's so many of these guys. Oh no! I can, so those guys, Scott, so those guys are introduced like a couple levels earlier. They're first seen in level 3, but they only show up a couple of times in level 3. And then there's this segment in level 4 where like it's just a big flat plane. There's no like jumping from platform to platform, but it's all just like a bunch of eagles spawning in those dudes. And like it's actually a really easy segment once you learn the timing. If you haven't learned the timing, good luck. But now like they're on completely different elevations, and it makes it way harder. It makes it way harder to actually there we go. I feel like with practice I could get through that consistently. But at the moment, at least, I mean, it's not random. Ooh, this sounds climactic. Maybe I should make a save state. I think we are approaching. Nice moon, by the way. I like the moon. Alright, we got the cross. Let's go stake this guy out. Oh, actually, we got holy water now. Okay. That's right, he, that was fast. That was also fast. Stairs work in a peculiar way in this game, if you couldn't tell, Scott. You can't just walk onto them like you can in, like, something else. You have to hold up to lock into the stairs. At least in the first game. So, if you're wondering, that's why I fell off the ledge there. I feel like the cross would be better for this fight. Okay. I don't know how to fight those. Oh my gosh, this... How do you even fight this guy? What do you do? How do you fight Dracula? Like, how do you dodge that? Oh shoot. Ah. Alright, maybe if you jump a little later. Aw, man. Well. Oh, also, I should mention, this is a 3-phase boss fight. So... Wish me... Alright, yeah. It's 2 phases. You have his first phase, where you have to hit him in the face, and it's the only place you can hit him. And then the second phase... It would be a real shame if I had to leave this stream on a cliffhanger where, like, I'm literally in the final boss, but that might be what happens. But yeah, if y'all want my thoughts on the game, I really like Castlevania 1. Castlevania 1 is really... you know, the words I keep on falling back on is it's a tightly constructed game where, like, everything is well thought out. Yeah, the cross is definitely a good way to dish out damage. This guy's hard. Dracula is very hard. I might look up just like, not a walkthrough, but just like, I might look up another video of someone beating Dracula. Just to see what their approach is. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the, you know, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm just gonna look up a video of someone beating Dracula. Okay, so I found a video. It's 5 minutes long. So it looks like they stay with the cross. So it looks like there's a very specific timing. Just like right after he shoots his fireballs is when you're supposed to jump. And you just have to do this over and over again. Okay. Understandable. Alright, I'm gonna try this. Oh, here. I need to pull comments up again. Alright. We are good to go. When he spawns on me, it's a bit hard to get positioned. I jumped too early there. I can get this. Because he goes up. Oh, shoot. At least I dodged the fire. Ah. So, I'm not a huge fan of this final boss. Because essentially, what it's asking me to do is there's a very specific pattern that comes out in a very specific way. And it wants me to just do that dance for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hits. 16 hits, I have to do this. and he kills me in 4. Which is quite intense, if you ask me. You know, this boss fight might be a bit better if you could, like, attack him, like, more in his head. Or even if, like, if he didn't have so many, like, you know, if he had more vulnerability frames. Because, like, you can only attack him for a couple of frames. Until he disappears. This is maybe, like, the most silly, difficult part of this game. Oh, hey, it's Zach. Hey, you're just in time for the silly... Yo, you gotta got the fireballs, no? I mean, I have to dodge the fireballs. Which, I'm not great at. Essentially, there's, like, a really specific way you're supposed to do this fight. And it's a long and tedious way. So, I looked up a video. Here, I can try, showing you. Like, you can hit the fireballs, but he shoots 3 of them. So, like, if I stand back here, and just, like, let him shoot fireballs at me. I can do that, but, like, I'm not close enough to deal damage. And if I'm closer, I can't necessarily hit all of them in one hit. So... there's a bit of a trade-off there. See, like, and I don't have enough frames to do that. Hold on. I can't really read your comment because I'm busy, not dying. So what you can do is you can jump right before he shoots them, and he'll shoot them up. But I messed up the timing there. Oh, shoot. Yeah, hit them. It does get rid of them. It's just, like, hard to also do damage to Dracula at the same time. This, I think, is the worst boss in the game, so far. Well, I mean, there's not really any boss after this. Oh, also, this boss is 2 phases, so, even if you get through the really silly first phase... Oh, shoot. I was facing the wrong way. Again, I was facing the wrong way. Darn. I'm hoping to finish this game tonight. Though I do not want to spend multiple hours on this boss fight. But we will see what ends up happening. I should have probably tried hitting it. Yeah, see, I tried hitting it, and I still got hit. Ugh. Darn. And the cross does not do a ton to help. I tried using the cross earlier, but he's only, like, hittable for a couple of frames. So... I got 2 hits in. That life, I started with half health, so I'm feeling a bit more confident about the next one. Shoot. Ah, darn. There we go, half health. I'll take it. Oh, that was close. Oh, no! You gotta unlock the sawed-off shotgun that kills him in 2 hits. Yeah, I wish. The best I have is holy water. We cheesed the Grim Reaper fight. You know, I'll probably, like, if I get this full playthrough, I might upload it to the archive channel. But like, essentially, you can stunlock the Grim Reaper by essentially being the Pope with a fire hose, and you just like fire hose him with holy water, and he'll die. It's great. Unfortunately, that does not work on Dracula. Shoot. He also has this really bad habit of like spawning on top of you, and that makes it really hard to get into position to actually hit him. There's a lot of footsies. You're just like running around trying to get in position. But not always the most, yeah, you do not have a lot of time. Oh, shoot. Oh. Yeah, if you want to mod in a sawed-off shotgun, I would take it. At this point, I just want to blow this guy's head off. Shoot. Oh. This fight is mostly me it's gonna be me silently concentrating. If I try talking, it's gonna like totally throw me off. Then again, there we go. 2 hits. That's good for at least the first one, because it's predictable. Oh. Yeah, this guy is ridiculous, Zach. Like, most of this game, like, I will stick up for it. Most of Castlevania is super fair. And then you get to Dracula, and he's like, the most, this is the most stupid the entire game has gotten. And it's right at the end. I'd be curious to see how many kids... Wait, how did I deal that much damage to him? Did you see that? Like, half his health is gone. I only hit him twice. What caused that? And how can I do it again? Yeah, like, this fight is all about falling into that rhythm. And this wants you to dance a very particular dance. And if you don't dance that dance, you will die. Unfortunately, I try, like, I have a bad habit of just wanting to, like, beat everything to death as quickly as possible. And that really does not help me in cases like this, where, like, it's a very methodical fight. Where, you see, I was just, like, slightly off there. Ah, shoot. I jumped too early. Oh, I also don't know if I mentioned this to you, Zach, while you were in chat, but, this is a two-phase fight. He regains his health after I kill him, and he has his second form, which is this big blue monster dude. So if you think this boss is already nuts, you haven't seen anything. Oh. He spawned right on top of me there. I'm really bad when he spawns right on top of me. I feel like that's when I take most of my damage. Because, like, when he's, like, a reasonable distance away, I'm fine. Oh shoot, I was accidentally moving forward there. You'd think that... yeah, like... he just shows up right on top of you, and you have a split second to like, try to figure out where to go. And if you try, like, moving in one direction, but then decide, oh, actually I should move in the other direction, like, that split second, it'll kill you. And, like, maybe there's a pattern to his movement to where, like, you could know, oh, I shouldn't stand here, but, like, I like standing in the middle because I can sort of hit him wherever he spawns. Oh, there we go. I was moving forward there. That was my bad. Shoot. I wonder if holy water would be good against him. I don't know if it does anything. I'm gonna... It doesn't look like it does. It'd be cool if, like, one of the sub-weapons, like, you know, was good against him, but you, like, had to, like, bring it through the entire level. It would reward you for, like, playing skillfully, but, like, yo. Cause essentially, like, if you haven't played this game, the way the subsystem system works is, or the sub weapon system works is, you know, like, currently I have the knives and I can throw them and they cost hearts, but, like, you have to pick these up from specific places, and, you know, if you die, so there's, like, 3 checkpoints in a level. If you die, you lose your sub-weapon. So, like, you know, when I die, I won't have my knife. So, right at the start of this level, it gives you the axe. And the axe is a really good sub-weapon. I generally like the axe. It's not very good in this boss fight, but it would be cool if, like, he was, like, weak to the axe or something. And, like, if you could manage to survive all of the shenanigans that happened earlier, it would give you an easier time in the fight. I think that would actually be, you know, it would reward you for skillful platforming throughout the entire game, and it would make this boss fight less stupid. Oh, he shot down that time. I just had to go for the safety hit there. Ah. Well, that was my first life, which I always have about half health anyway, so I'm not surprised I died. Oh shoot, that was a bad opening. Only got 1 hit and I got hit myself. This is where I think playing a lot of roguelikes is really handy, because it could be so easy to, like, get way mad at this boss, but, like, I think it's a pretty ridiculous boss, and not a particularly good one, but, like, at least I can keep my cool pretty well. Because I'm used to dying in crazy ways. Oh. Yeah, like, you know, like I was mentioning earlier, Grim Reaper, really weak to holy water. You get holy water at the start of his level. You know, he is the exception, which, like, it's not even that he has to be the exception, because, like, he just has this really restrictive hitbox where it's only visible, or, you know, it's only active for a couple of frames, and you can't hit the rest of his body. So it's a small temporary hitbox, which contrasts with, like, everyone else who has, like, huge hitboxes. Like, if you just made this guy, like, hittable, like, honestly, like, shooting out the 3 bits of fire is enough to make this guy hard. Having, like, hitbox shenanigans isn't necessary. Like, Because you can't just sit, well, I mean, you could sit in front of him and just, like, wail on his body. But if you just do that, you're likely to just get hit by his fire. I don't know. I wish there was something you could do to kill him faster. Oh. Shooting out 3 bits of fire is enough to make this guy hard. I guess if you want to read that a certain way, you can. The fire fella. What? Why does Dracula shoot out fire anyway? Like, is there any story where Dracula, like, is associated with pyromancy and arson? I'm pretty sure there's not. Like, if anything, he's associated with the cold. 'Cause he lives in Transylvania and is just like, you know, stone cold, doesn't have an ounce of warmth in his body. Right? Like, traditionally, Dracula does not use fire. So it's weird that they would give him fire magic in this game. You know, I guess you can add that to the list of weird things about Castlevania. Like, you know, we were talking about this earlier, but, like, you know, the turkeys in the wall. How does he keep that, like, preserved? Like, you know, it's not a refrigerator. You know, it's just like a turkey in, like, stone. I'm gonna try, like, not talking as much during the fight to see if that helps. Darn. I was doing really good there. Like, I got him 3/4 of the way dead. Oh, I was doing good. Could be meatballs. Like keeping meatballs in the wall? Like... I don't know that much about, like, preserving meat, like, without a refrigerator. Like, presumably it's a lot of salt. Like, could you just, like, preserve a roast? Like, I could see preserving, like, jerky-like stuff, where, like, you have it in, like, thin strips. Again, I'm gonna try not talking. Nah, instead of fire, meatballs. You know, maybe these are meatballs. Like, you know, it explained why a whip can deflect them. Like, you know, if you hit fire with, like, a fireball with a whip, that's not gonna do anything. But if you hit a meatball with a whip, yeah, it totally will. And it makes sense, cause, like, Dracula keeps meat in his walls. I mean, like, you know, Dracula traditionally doesn't even eat anything. Like, right? Like, he just sucks blood. Like, he doesn't have any need for meat. Like, so he saves his meat to throw at vampire hunters. This makes sense now. I'm beginning to understand the Castlevania canon. Oh shoot. He just spawned on top of me so much during that fight. Okay. Darn. He's got a passion for cured and ground meats, but no way to eat them. Man, this is a tragedy. Spends all his time making meat that no one can eat, or he can't enjoy the own fruits of his labor, and like, yeah, the zombies will eat it, but like, they're not appreciative of meat, you know? They're just mindless consumers. Alright. I'll have to count up how many times I fought him at the end of the stream, just to see. Now, NES games are like notorious for having like really tough final bosses. So like, I am sure that there are final bosses that are like even more stupid than Dracula, right? Like, I don't know what Contra's final boss is like, but I know Contra in general is a very tricky game. But, what are some other, like, really dumb final bosses that are, like, pretty unfair? I'd be curious to see what, like, the other notoriously bad final bosses are. feel like I'm rushing too much. But again, I have been playing this game for almost 3 hours. Oh yeah, Battletoads. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen its final boss, but I'm sure you're right. Also Ninja Gaiden. You know, it has a pretty crazy one. You know, weirdly enough, like Mario does not really have the craziest final boss. Like, it's sort of funny how like Bowser's pretty easy, but like that makes Mario like the exception to a lot of other NES games. You know, like Mario 2, you had like that frog guy. Like, easy. I don't think I've ever finished Mario 3. But I'm also curious to see if the final boss of the other Castlevanias, like, I'm sure as they go along they get a lot better. You know, as they get less entrenched in really silly NES design. But when they have to let you beat the boss without any other mechanics besides jumping, Mario better not make it hard. Yeah, that's true. Yo, Mario's not really about boss fights though. Like Mario, like, it has combat, but like combat's really just a means to, like, the Koopa is not an enemy, it is a platform. You know, it is a means to an end. Something that can be exploited. This guy would be way easier if he just didn't spawn on me. Like, I can keep up the rhythm, but not when he spawns on me. It throws me off. You know, how do people, like, who stream games for a living, like, how do they, like, play and talk at the same time? Like, it's insanely hard. Alright. It is almost 1 o'clock here. I have to wake up and do stuff tomorrow. I hate leaving this stream, like, on a cliffhanger. Right? Like, I don't want to make it to the final boss of a game just to, like, throw in the towel. I do want to beat this game. I do want to beat it on stream, but I might save that for a future stream, where, like, we'll start off by beating Dracula, and then we can play something like Castlevania Bloodlines. Yeah, streaming is a hard thing in general. Thankfully, I just get my friends watching. Yeah, that makes things a lot more manageable. Normally, when I play games, I just, like, play them silently. So, like, if I like fall into, like, how I normally play games, it would just be me playing, and you'd hear, like, the clack of my computer. That's where I need, like, a co-streamer. Someone to watch me play Castlevania and commentate. That's where with your immersive sim stuff, you have Jared. Don't know why I went for a third hit there. I know that wouldn't work. Yeah. Which, like, yeah, like, having someone else there, you know, hopefully I would not forget about them, but, you know, at least, like, with the small stream setting that it is now, you know, it could just sort of, like, it's a lot more casual, you know, so, you know, just sort of bounce, you know, it'd be like actually playing a game with someone else watching. You just, like, talk to them like you normally do when you have friends watching you play a game. Shoot. I feel like I'm getting worse at this. I might make this my last attempt. It is officially 1 o'clock here. And I cannot do this all night, as much as I would like to. But, I don't know if I'll be able to stream anymore this weekend. I have a fairly busy schedule and homework to do. But maybe sometime in the near future. Sometime in the near future I can, tried streaming some more Castlevania, because there is a lot of Castlevania here to stream. You know, if I just pull back a little bit, I feel like there's this curve of gameplay prowess where it gets worse as you play longer, but after a night's rest, worse. Yeah, like that's exactly what it is, and I feel like I'm at the point where, like, you know, I'm not mentally there enough to play it. But yeah, like, there's all of these Castlevania games, and they're all, like, very, well, they're not all very different. I mean, Castlevania 2 is sort of the black sheep of the series. You know, because the first game's a very tight, you know, linear platformer. You know, Zach, you sort of missed all the good bits. You know, and then Simon's Quest is, it's a bit more like Zelda-like, where, like, there's all these items and you're running around doing quests for people, and it's not like a linear thing, it's like a open world game where you can go whatever you want and there's a day-night cycle. I've played it, and I have some thoughts on it, but not very well developed ones. But so far, I don't like it nearly as much as the original Castlevania. I haven't played a ton of Castlevania 3. I sort of want to finish Castlevania 1 first. But, I mean, this is the last one on the NES, and it's pretty solid from what I played. I mean, but I haven't gotten past, like, the first level, so who knows. Super Castlevania is the one on the SNES. and it lets you, I think this one lets you swing in 4 directions. And then we have the Game Boy Castlevanias, which these actually do some interesting things to change it up. So, you know, you notice from like some of those candles I'd get whip upgrades, and those exist in this game, but if you get hit, you lose your whip upgrades. So like, you can fully upgrade your whip and it'll have like this really powerful fire effect, but like, you have to play really well to keep that. I have not seen the AVGN video on Castlevania 2. I haven't really watched much AVGN in general. I might watch his Castlevania videos just to see like his thoughts on the various Castlevania games. Because this is a series I could see myself playing a lot of. But I have watched the sequelitis video on Castlevania 2. I don't really know how accurate it is because I haven't played Simon's Quest myself, so like maybe everything Aaron says in that video is true, and maybe it's not. Yeah, AVGN has been around forever. I feel like I should watch more of his videos, but also like I don't want to like because like I've seen a bit of Cinema Massacre, and like AVGN is pretty much like the only thing I'd be like really interested in, and I don't want to like subscribe to it just to get hit with a bunch of like stuff that I don't care about. But like I would be more interested in the AVGN stuff if it was like all AVG. If the Angry Video Game Nerd just had his own channel to upload to. I would probably subscribe to it. From what I've seen, like, he talks about interesting old games. He talked about this one. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a series of like 3 games. It was going to be 4 that were like ARG mystery puzzles, where like you'd buy this game, and if you could solve it quickly, like they're like riddles and like really, really hard puzzles, and if you could figure out what it is, you'd like send in a letter to Atari, and like if you win, you'd get to like go off to like a tournament where they'd have like a championship video game where you'd play, and it's like the hard version of those puzzle games, and like they had like actual like prizes and stuff. Yeah, I guess I can save the playlist. I wish I could remember the name of these games, because they were really cool, and the AVGN video on them was very neat. Which I think that's mostly what I would go to him for, is just like, I want to hear about lots of really weird, obscure old games. Which, I think that's what he would be best for. I do want to at least show a little bit of... So this is the other Castlevania I've been playing. Castlevania Bloodlines. I wasn't necessarily planning to jump into this next one. This one's also pretty hard, but like, not crushingly hard. Like, I actually feel like... I feel like Castlevania 1 maybe starts off a little too easy, almost, because most of the challenge is like super easily surmounted. But like, in Bloodlines, the first level has some teeth, at least, which I like. Also, the sound effects in this game are great. I love the sound effects in this game. Though when I do play this properly, I want to play it with like an actual controller. Because playing this with like the keyboard controls, like I can play Castlevania 1 with the keyboard controls, because like it's pretty close to what the NES controller was, right? It's just like a D-pad and some buttons, like 2 buttons, whereas like a D-pad and 4 buttons doesn't quite map on quite as well. It doesn't feel as natural. Also, something really interesting about Castlevania Bloodlines, like, this first part of the first level is, like, essentially it's a remake of, or not necessarily a remake, but, like, this is all, like, a recreation of, like, the first level of the first Castlevania. Like, in the first Castlevania, there's, like, that's where you'd find the first turkey. You know, and then you go down to, like, the area with, like, the merfolk. And, like, it's, like, exactly the same. But then, like, you know, it diverges at a certain point. And I think it's a really cool little homage. I really like Castlevania Bloodlines from what I've played so far, but this game is a lot, you know, it's a bit harder than the first Castlevania, as weird as that sounds to say. I'm just playing, like, I don't even know if I'm gonna play all of the first level. I might just play up through, like, the first mini-boss. Because, yes, this game has mini-bosses. Or maybe I'll just die. Yeah, I can just, like, boomerang this guy with him. This guy's super easy. I say as I die. It's sometimes, so with this boss, one thing about it is a bit hard to tell sometimes with that howl attack, how, like, I think it has to do with the glass, but, like, I haven't quite figured out how that works. Fortunately, it's a pretty easy boss. You know, and in comparison to Dracula, way better. Yeah, you can tell it's late because I'm, like, super sloppy, like, playing this. Like, yeah, I should probably just hang it up here. Like, point is, well, maybe don't expect it in the near future, but I would be happy streaming more Castlevania. Both of the old style and of the Metroidvania style. I would totally be down to stream some Symphony of the Night, Aria of Shadows, all that good stuff. So anyway, with that, I think I'll leave that there. Once I kill that dude, and oh yeah, you can swing with your whip. I haven't shown that off yet, but you can swing. So that's cool. Anyway. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't take me forever to stream again. I also have some ideas for some other spooky Halloween games. One in particular I was mentioning this earlier in the stream called a Golden Light. It's a Silent Hill inspired roguelike. Which, or at least, like, I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, this has some Silent Hill in it. And it's a roguelike, and it's really cool. So, I want to play a bit of that on stream. I have the demo, which I've played some of, but I haven't played the full game. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Have a good night, people.